On today's episode, we are reaching new dimensions.
No, we're not.
Not yet explored by men or women or even astronaut ants. It's not as cool as it sounds. Today we are...
You think an ant has made it into space?
You gotta think, right?
I don't know. I feel like those environments are pretty sterile.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I feel like they're pretty used, you know? You just got a lot of like nerds who are like slobs and don't really care. Like I'm sure they got janitorial staff, but like
I don't know.
What you could argue is it's such a concrete mess and it's like such a large room and building that an ant would never make it to that point, right? Like they'd get stepped on or be like, fuck this, I'm going back, like before they even get to the ship.
I don't
know. Although spaceships are outside, so it's not that far. They had to have.
I mean, everything's outside if you think about it.
Imagine if a bug was on top of a rocket as it's taken off.
Why?
It would just
fall off.
It would like implode. It would not fall off.
It would just fall off.
You think?
It's a lot of air pressure.
Yeah, it makes sense. What about a human?
Fall off.
Really?
There's not a lot to hold on to.
It's kind of pointy in the top. You wouldn't just fall off as long as it's going straight up.
What?
If it's going straight up, you think you'd fall off?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And do you think they just go perfectly straight up?
Ideally.
I don't know. I don't know if that's ideal.
You gotta
Could be ideal. I don't know.
You have to be like really good at the game of operation. You gotta like have such a steady arm, steady hand. I don't know.
We're drinking Elysian altered contact.
Tart.
It should be a part of the same series as the Contact Haze. I don't know what series that is.
Yeah.
But this is a tart IPA.
And the Contact Haze, that's the orange can, right? That we say is not good in mimosas because it is a mimosa.
Yeah.
Right.
Did a video on that a couple years ago.
Yeah.
You can find that on the YouTubes, definitely on the YouTubes.
Yeah.
Probably on Apple. I don't know how far those go back. So, whatever. We've been putting this off for quite some time.
Time has come, my friend.
So.
See you on the other side. That is not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I wouldn't call it a tart IPA.
No. At least I didn't call it sour, because that'd be crazy.
Call it a light haze.
Yeah.
I would not call it good.
I would not call it good. Yeah, I mean, let's back up a little bit. I said it wasn't bad. It's also not good.
What he means is it's not bad in the sense of that it's from a tart perspective because he doesn't like tart things.
Right.
But just as a beer goes,
bit off.
I wouldn't say I particularly enjoy what I've had of this beer, which has been one drink.
The second one's worse.
It just kind of tastes like you definitely see the funky, bready something that they got going on. I think, if I remember correctly, this has lactose in it, which doesn't surprise me.
What? This has nothing. Oh, yeah, it does.
And,
no, it doesn't.
It's just not very good.
So
I don't like this.
No, and what I think it is they got two things going on that I don't think go well together. they first off they say orange. No. Then they say tangerine. Yes. And pineapple. I think the tangerine and the pineapple together give it that weird fruity funk. I don't think those are great. I think orange and pineapple are good. I think tangerine and pineapple have weird things together.
You know how like strawberries and cream go together. Like a strawberry milkshake goes together.
Beautiful.
But if you took out the strawberries and you just replaced it with any other fruit, say tangerine and pineapple, but kept the cream and vanilla flavors in there, and you're like, well, I mean, strawberries and cream work, then obviously any other fruit and cream would work. And you ended up with this. Surprise, it doesn't work.
Surprise. The more I drink, the more tart it does get, though.
I taste this tartness. It's just not like how they describe it, right? Is rewires your perception of IPAs with its electrifyingly tart and juicy demeanor.
Like, no.
I just don't think it's like redefining, creating some new, like it's like the fact that it's named a tart IPA. I just don't think it's as tart as I would expect the description to be.
I agree with that. No, I absolutely agree with that. No, they try to blow it out of proportion. And
I was expecting it to have
amount.
like a bit of a sour bite to it.
Yeah.
It's not really.
It's just like a normal amount.
Yeah.
It, for once, is just accurately described as tart.
Yeah.
It's like not... I feel like 75% of the time people say, oh, tart. I'm like, no, bitch, you got yourself a sour. But this is actually just their normal tart amount. The second one is not gonna be good. So there's that. I also am not saying this is bad, but I'm also gonna recant my statement saying that it's not bad.
I might say it's bad.
All I'm saying is I think I said it's not bad a little too early. That's all that I'm saying now.
You know, there was a day where I said I want to stop drinking bad beers on the podcast.
To be fair, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Since we've had a bad one.
Yeah.
We've had some shifty ones during Fresh Hop, but I don't think we had any bad ones even then.
Probably not.
Yeah. So, I feel like we're due. Even though said weren't never gonna ever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the past couple episodes, right? Lots of high threes, maybe 4 in there, maybe like down to a 3.5.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been. Oh, I got a 4.1 on this one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I need to remember to bring the Bale Breaker over.
Last one where we're pretty low is the Fort George Fresh IPA, and we're both 3.
Yeah, but that's still like, like sure, maybe we won't buy it again, but it's not like bad.
Before that, Citra Falls, you were at 2.75.
Okay, that's pretty bad.
That's the middle of the fine category.
Oh, no kidding.
So,
no bad.
Ooh, and then before that, we did Chasin' Freshies.
What would we do there?
And I was a 1.2.
Whoa.
And you were a 1.5 bad.
Whoa, just kidding. We have had a bad beer. When was that, though? When was it?
We don't date these things.
Yeah, and Docs dates it incorrectly.
Yeah.
They're like, last modified. For God's sake, I just want to sort by created.
Yeah, Docs kind of sucks ass.
It really does. It has so many great things, but like enough annoying shit to make me not ever want to use it.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. Wait.
Hey?
Episode 150. Chasing Freshies 3 months ago. January 25th was when it was published.
Okay.
So sometime
Mid-January.
mid-January.
Yeah.
So it's been a few months.
It's been a few months.
3 months since we've had a horrible beer on the podcast and reset the counter.
You know, here we are. I'll be honest though, this is not gonna make it in the bad category for me.
You don't think so?
No. I think there's silly hoo-ha on the side of the can if you just disregard that and you take it for the name of the beer. I feel like you have to say that it has a concept. Like, as long as you don't say that it's mind-altering tartness rewires your fucking mind hole, man. As long as you don't say that, if you're like, oh, is this Contact Haze Tart IPA? I feel like you can argue that it does have a concept. Now, I'm not saying it does that concept very well, but it's there, and I don't like the concept. That's all. That's what I'm saying, man.
I'm saying
You can dislike this all you want. I know you are really not liking this.
I'm saying I might pour this down the drain.
Wow, you are hating this so much more than me. This is so weird.
I think it's atrocious.
This is not normal.
Yeah, I really do not like this.
Oh my gosh. It sounds like you're still a little stuffed up. Is your sinuses fucking with this, do you think, a little?
Maybe.
Yeah. Damn, that's gnarly.
Yeah, it might be my sickness, but yeah, this is horrible.
I can finish both of these. I can finish 2.
Could you drink another?
3.5? Probably not. No, I don't think I could have 3.5 of them. But I could finish 2.
You go camping. Someone else is responsible for bringing the beer.
Like Isaiah.
Isaiah's responsible for bringing the beer.
Yeah.
And he gets a couple 6-packs of these. That's all the beer that's there.
Like you look and you're like, what?
It's all the beer.
Fuck.
It's all the beer we have.
Were you thinking, bro?
And you're a beer drinker, so like you're like, we're camping, gotta have beer. Are you
Do we have any whiskey too?
This is it.
No, we had to have brought whiskey.
Okay, yeah. There is whiskey.
Okay. I'll be honest.
Like, now I just don't believe this scenario.
Exactly. I'm not immersed anymore. You took me out of it. I think
next you're going to tell me there's no fire?
Exactly right. I think I would have one at least. I think really late at night, after I'm already kind of drunk on whiskey because I saw this bullshit, so I'm not drinking this during the day. So I'm drinking whiskey during the day and like early evening. I think at some point at night after
dinner.
After dinner, we're just sitting by the fire. I might have one of these, and I'm already pretty toasted at that point. So it might slip by me that this is not good at that point. And I just feel like something like cool weather by the fire, this like tartness, I feel like I could do well with in that scenario. But I'm telling you, over the course of a weekend, maximum 2 of these, maximum.
You know what this reminds me of?
Contact Haze?
I think Contact Haze is better than this.
Mm-hmm.
This reminds me of Made in the Shade Peach.
Why do I know that?
It's an Ninkasi series called Made in the Shade, and then one year they made a peach one, and it was disgusting.
Yes.
That's what this reminds me of.
That's fair. I can't get over how bad peach IPAs are.
They're just the worst.
It just sounds like such a good time. Like I know you're not a huge fan. I'm not saying you hate them, but I know you're not a huge fan of like hibiscus IPAs.
Yeah.
Right. But that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh, like a peach IPA, it'll be like nice and light with this like light white peach kind of flavor to it. And no, just fucking ass.
I always think it might be like a drier, creamier, like not as
Ooh.
juicy but still creamy.
That'd be nice.
But yeah, they just go like super like juicy, and it just ends up being like this like convoluted peach, orange, bready, sour.
Yeah, they go
funk.
they go two ways. They go super juicy and peachy with like the funkiness, or they go milkshake, which is also just a no-go.
Yeah. Either way, it just ugh.
Yeah. Not a great time. This is a breed of its own, not in a good way either.
I think it would be like, I think the biggest problem, and it doesn't surprise me because it's part of the Contact series, I think the biggest problem is how juicy it is.
Yeah.
If it wasn't hazy
Okay.
and it had some of those tart flavors and it just had a very crisp finish to it, I would be much more intrigued. But like it kind of that funk sticks with you, and it just kind of like sits in your mouth and just kind of leaves you with a bad aftertaste.
Yeah, it does.
Because like the very initial part where you drink it, it's like, oh, not too bad. But then it quickly just goes into
Yeah. On Untapped, this is kind of interesting. They list it as an IPA -sour.
Weird.
I know. Man,
what are they saying about it? 3.5 stars?
This is how you know it's bad. It's slightly less. It's 3.43.
Every beer on Untapped, 3.5 stars.
It's the most useless fucking app ever because of that. We both had the exact same experience where we're like, oh wow, what a really cool idea. And on top of it being a cool idea, seems like people like actually use it too.
Yeah.
Because that happens too, where you're like running into an app, you're like, oh, cool idea, but like no one uses it, so it's fucking pointless. But that's the problem, is everyone rates shit at like a 4 or a 3.5. That's it. There's nothing lower than that. This is like the lowest beer I've seen on Untapped. It's crazy. But I was hoping that they might have different details on here about it, like different hops and whatnot, but they don't. But you do, which I didn't realize till now. So
I have all of the deets.
African Queen. I don't know what that is, but I hate it, and that's because of this beer.
What are you talking about?
Well, apparently that's a hop varietal, African Queen.
Oh, there you go.
Southern Passion. Don't know what that is. Hate it.
Mosaic Cashmere.
Those are delicious.
Okay.
Their name is tainted by this beer.
Premium 2-roll, rolled oats, Crystal 15. That's some like cocaine shit. White wheat and acidulated something.
Yeah, the white wheat makes sense, and I don't know the last one. I've never heard of that. But 2-row and Crystal is like, okay, that's pretty standard for IPAs and pale ales. Well, and again, white wheat makes sense after tasting this. I'm like, oh yeah. It's definitely got some wheat vibes.
Yeah.
But again, I don't know what the fuck acidulated means or what that is.
So, like, part of the... see if I can find it. Yeah, underneath all that stuff, and it just ends with and acidulated, so it must be some malt. After all the tasting notes, it does say contains lactose and wheat. So...
oh, okay. So acidulated malt is a pale malt that has been subjected to a lactic acid fermentation after kilning. So it's got some weird ass fucking shit going on. And then a second drying cycle to like dry it, do some weird ass shit to it, and then dry it again. So that's probably where a lot of funkiness is coming from too. Oh, that's interesting though. The purpose. Oh wait, I get confused by this. So when they say the purpose of acidulated malt is to reduce the pH value of the mash, that means make it more acidic, then, right? because bases
Yes.
are higher numbers. Yeah.
I think so.
Yes. Yeah. That makes sense then. It just made it more fucking funky and citrusy like.
So the Contact series is a trilogy of beers. It has Contact Haze, Full Contact, and then Altered Contact.
What's the full contact? So like a double IPA?
Still hazy, but yeah.
Ugh, a double hazy IPA?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
I don't. Sorry, guys. I don't think we'll be having that one.
I can't assume we will be, no.
So.
Yeah. The funny thing about Elysian is I feel like their flagship beers are pretty decent, and anything else they make is just fucking weird or not great.
I don't know that I agree with you
Really?
on that 100%.
Well, I have not been exposed to them as much as you have.
So they have the men's room, which is a blonde that I don't like. That's pretty
Well, I
standard.
just don't like blondes in general, so.
They have their Dragon's Tooth Stout, which I don't like.
That's not bad. I don't hate it.
Their Snail Bones IPA. It's not bad. Don't really care for it, though.
Yeah.
Their Super Fuzz, which is a blood orange pale. It's eh.
It's yeah.
So that's like, and then obviously like Space Dust, Dayglow that we like. That's what I mean. I think their overall lineup
Hit or miss.
is hit or miss.
Yeah.
They do have a couple bangers though.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I haven't had Dayglow in a long time.
They just do some weird shit like the Avatar or Aviator or whatever. That's the Jasmine.
Oh yeah. I did try that at the brewery, and I was
don't like
stoked
that.
for it. It was so bad.
Yeah.
Oh god, it was so bad. I was really excited for that, but
Their
not
IPA pack came with that,
good. Really?
the Immortal, Space Dust, and maybe Dayglow, and like, well, I actually don't know if it was Dayglow. I can't remember
What's the Immortal? What's that one?
I
I don't think I've had that one.
think you probably have.
It sounds familiar, but I can't picture it, and I do not remember having it.
It's the one. Doesn't it have like hands? I don't know.
Lost it. I was just on Untapped. Immortal.
I think it's the Immortal.
The Immortal IPA, yeah. Yes, it is hand grabbing some wheat.
That's what it is. Okay.
It is it's an English IPA, so
Yeah.
fucking gross.
So really, all you want is the Space Dust and the Dayglow out of the pack,
Yeah.
and yeah.
You're like, I'd rather just go pick up 2 Sixers and have a better time. Man, that sucks because the Immortal, they use Chinook, Amarillo, and Centennial. Good mix.
I don't think it's that bad. I think the Jasmine one is the worst of the pack, but
Yeah, that one is really not great. Sadly.
it's kind of like
Oh, they
Ninkasi's IPA pack when they just throw in Dawn of the Red, and you're like,
Fucking
why?
Why, dude? Yeah.
Because no one else will drink this.
True. They changed up their logo for the Immortal on the bottles a bit, it looks like.
They did.
Cool shit.
I don't know the last time. Like, the only time I get that is when I get the IPA pack, which I just don't do anymore. So
Yeah.
I remember, I think that was pretty normal getting IPA packs. I don't know the last time I've.
Well, I think it's just because we've had all these beers now, and so it's just kind of like refined. Like, we just know what we want now. It's really what it is. We're like, I don't want like half the beers to be good and then the other half to be and like 1 or 2 would be like shit. So like, I'd rather just go get a 6-pack of Johnny Utah and
exactly.
call it good. What I haven't had in a long time that I think about every time I see it is Sierra Nevada's Pale Ale. Like such a bog standard beer that I haven't had in a while.
Yeah, but you say that often.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't ever have, like I never get it, but I always think about it every time I see it.
Yeah, but like you do get it like a few times a year.
No,
Probably like 3 times a year. Every 4 months,
no.
you're always like, haven't had this in a while. You pick up a 6-pack.
I might have got it once last year, dude.
I don't know.
I have not gotten it once this year. I'm not.
It's a regular occurrence for you.
I've not gotten. Okay,
it's just not that good.
I like it. I like it.
You keep saying that, but I don't think you. I think you are overhyping it.
No, I just it's not like an overhyped thing. It's just like hey, it's been a while since I've had this, and like it's kind of like a nostalgia thing more than anything, I guess. But like I do like it. It's just like I've had there are better pale ales that I usually would rather buy over that.
Yeah.
So they're Torpedo though.
It's an intro to IPA category beer.
Yeah, 100%. The Torpedo though, I'm always like happily surprised with.
Torpedo's not too bad.
I forget what I like about that one is it's like that's like a real high bitter one where like if I'm craving something super bitter, I'm like, oh yeah, that I forget about that one.
It kind of fits the same space as like a Total Domination, Tricer hops type.
Yeah.
So like when I'm feeling that kind of beer, but
it got me thinking because the first time I had Tricer hops was in California, ironically, and I didn't even know it was by Ninkasi, yeah. And also where I'd had Sierra Nevada for the first time. So that also reminded me of Alpine Brewing Company that I could like not get in Illinois at all. And then ironically, even out here, I'll like maybe sometimes see the Duet.
You can probably find it at Total Wine.
I think actually no, I have not looked for it at Total Wine. I've looked for it at Bevmo, and they'll have like the Duet, and that's it, which is good. When we were in San Diego last time, I picked up a 6-pack of the Duet, and I'm like, oh fuck, I actually did forget how great the Duet is.
Yeah.
Have we? I don't think we've done that on the podcast, have we?
No, we haven't.
We should do that. That's actually a really good beer.
We'll add it to the list of a billion beers that we have.
We do not have that much anymore. We probably have, what, 3 or 4 right now?
We have 2 different Bale Breakers.
Yep.
We have the Refined Sugar.
Yeah, that one's been in the closet for a while.
We have I think there's one. Oh, we have what's the red one from Fremont?
We haven't done
Baxter, Ollie.
We haven't done the Milo yet.
Haven't done Milo,
dude. I've drank so much of these beers.
I know
that I forget we haven't podcasted it yet.
And then I think there's another one, and then we technically also have My Fishing Buddy, which we could do on a podcast if we wanted to.
And I still haven't drank. I brought it home, and I don't know why I did because we've already podcasted a long time ago. But I also still have 4 Fist Cities as well, if we want to revisit that, or we could just drink it because we've already done it. Either way. Okay, so we've got a handful of beer. We got a handful of beer.
Quite a bit of beer.
We got a handful of beer. And the Duet, yeah, that one's going to be available always. So like, might as well just wait and grab it fresher. But I just always think of their Happy Birthday that I want to try again because I remember very vividly when I tried it.
I was gonna say I don't think I've ever had that, and you like always jerk that beer off.
Well, it's not so much that I'm jerking it off as much as I didn't really like it when I had it. I had like 2, and I was like, wow, that is the hoppiest beer, the most bitter beer. Yeah, that I've ever had to date. And I'm curious to see if over time, if it holds up, if it's still like, nah, it's too hoppy, or if I'm like, no, this shit.
Yeah, almost
is
certainly
great.
it's not too hoppy.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Not by now.
No.
So I'm like really interested. But you can't fucking find that anywhere up here.
The beer I want to revisit is the Megalodon.
Ooh. Okay.
It's
I'm interested in that.
It's either 10% or 10.5%.
Wow.
It's a thick boy.
That's nuts. What was the other one that they did that was like that?
The Megalodon.
No, I thought they did. I thought they had another one that was. There was another one. Megalo. Whoa. Okay, never mind. Different brewery. I saw Megalodon Imperial Coffee Porter, and I was like, stop. Where can I get that? Different brewery, though. But yeah, Megalodon's, what?
You're going to have me drink another fucking porter?
Yeah. But this time it won't be a fucking Baltic porter, so it will be better. That one's 10%, the Megalodon. It's crazy. No, they do another one that's like crazy, like a weird fucking beast like that or something. I thought.
I don't know.
Did you ever have the Velociraptor?
No.
Bet it's like retired or something because I haven't seen it at grocery stores or anything. Unless it was like a only at the brewery type thing.
They do a lot of those.
Yeah. I thought it was like we had the Megalodon and then it was like something that even one upped that, but
I don't think so.
Maybe I'm remembering it as they had the Tricera hops and they one upped it with the Megalodon.
Yeah.
That's probably what it is then.
To change topics.
Sure.
On Tuesday night, I was like, I think we're just trying to find something to watch or whatever.
Yeah.
And I texted Jack because it reminded me. I was like, "What's that movie you wanted me to watch?" Everything Everywhere All at Once. No.
Okay.
But I was just like, I couldn't remember it.
Yeah.
So I texted him that. And then the next night, he texted me, "Did you find it?" And then today, he texted me, "You could stream it on Hulu, Netflix, and Amazon."
Dude, he really wants us to watch these dudes get impaled with butt plugs.
He really wants me to watch that movie.
What the fuck?
It's likely that I will watch it. It sounds intriguing.
But at this point, like no matter how much you do enjoy it, you gotta just be like, that's fucking terrible to his face.
I'm just not in any hurry.
Well, no.
To watch the movie.
No.
Yeah, so.
No, not at all.
I wonder if he's going to text me tomorrow. What's he going to say? Like he's already said?
I don't think he'll text you tomorrow, but he will bring it up on Saturday. He's going to be like,
did you watch it?
Did you end up watching that movie? No. Oh, man.
I just got to be in the right mindset to watch a movie in general. Like that's a big time commitment. So
I get that. We just
and I'm sick, so it's like,
yeah,
I would rather just sleep, to be honest.
Yeah, no shit, right? We just went through all 3 Lord of the Rings extended edition.
That's a big commitment.
Yeah. Well, we set it off right away. We're like, we're not watching any of these in one sitting. Like, it's just not gonna happen.
Oh, that's the best though, especially all 3.
Like, shit. God, I don't think that is barely possible in one day.
It's possible.
Yeah, but barely. I think they're like it's about like 4 hours each with the extended edition. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's commitment.
Yeah. I will say, so I didn't like recognize a lot of fluff that they added in.
There isn't.
So that's what I'm saying. So like I'm trying to remember watching the non-extended editions. I'm like, fuck, like it had to cut some decent stuff.
Yeah, no, they really did.
Yeah.
A lot of the Ent stuff, a lot of the like when the orcs are carrying Merry and Pippin and stuff, a lot of those type scenes got cut out. Yeah, there's a significant amount.
We were saying that too. I mean, like, fuck, I can't imagine being on that editing floor and being like,
there's nothing to cut.
What are we supposed to cut at this point? Yeah.
You also got to remember, like, I think Return of the King was like already one of the longer movies ever in theater, kind of thing. So,
Yeah,
like they were already long.
Dude, they each took up 2 VHSs.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
So, but yeah, there is not fluff in them.
Right. No, yeah. There was never a point where I'm like, all right, let's get this moving. I was just like...
The extended version.
Next thing I know, we were at the end of the movie. I'm like, that was amazing. I'm like, what the fuck was I watching before the extended editions? Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been wanting to go through them again. I really like them. Yeah,
I had not watched them in like, I don't think since I was a kid.
Yeah.
It'd been a long time since I've seen those movies. And they were on sale on Vudu one day for like $25 for all 3. So I was like, hell yeah.
Still holds up.
Absolutely. Yeah, fantastic. Like, and even the CGI too, like there's some parts where it makes you chuckle a little bit. Or you're like, oh god, that's bad. But
especially in Return of the King, I always think the ghost scenes and like
they're actually not that bad.
They're not horrible, but
I think like they've improved it like through redoing that shit.
I don't know, maybe.
Like I think of like Star Wars where they like re-release this stuff, but they like make the quality better somehow. However the fuck they do that. The ghosts weren't as bad as I thought they were gonna be. It's a lot of like when you have like a random creature over a CGI background as well. So you have like CGI on CGI, and it's just like something's a little wonky here. And then especially then when you add like a real person on top of the doubling of CG, it's like, what? but no, I mean overall it held up better than the prequels of Star Wars. So I can't get my mic height where I want it today.
Today?
Well, normally I just leave it and accept my fate. Today it's like obnoxious. I don't know.
Yeah, your mic is like covered in your face.
Dude, it was worse before. I just lowered it. It was higher. It's like, what the fuck?
No one can see you at all.
No, like the whole podcast. Every now and then I'll sit up and I'll be like, oh, we're good. I'll look over, I'm like, yeah, we're good. And then next thing I know, I'm like down here again. I'm like, god damn it.
Yeah, I like intentionally moved my mic a little bit farther away, and
yeah, but it's still angled really well for you. And that's, I mean, I think that's the thing too, is I think I have it a little too far forward. So if I angled it out more this way, then it's not as bad. Ugh, man.
Oh, you're on beer number 2.
Oh, here we go, friend.
Nice.
Yeah. So Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 marketing materials just released today.
Whew.
A lot of people keep saying Modern Warfare 2 remastered.
Yeah, I don't know why they think that, because they did not do that with the first one.
Exactly.
And like this is just going to be a continuation of that story, which is all they're really doing.
So I think they are going to pull a lot of stuff in from Modern Warfare 2.
Yes.
Especially for nostalgia, and it is widely considered the best Call of Duty game
across
of all time.
Yeah.
Some people like to argue Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2 maybe fall in there. I think those are great games. I think they're vastly better multiplayer experiences than they are great games. I think Modern Warfare 2, story-wise, setting, gunplay, I think especially for creating what multiplayer is, known for, it all comes down to that. So I do think like there is going to be a lot of elements returning from, like, I bet you will see the intervention come back, stuff like that, hopefully.
The intervention?
Sniper rifle.
Oh, yeah. I think the only argument people have with saying that any of the Black Ops are better than Modern Warfare 2 I just don't even think you could say that because those were successful because of Modern Warfare 2.
I agree.
Like Modern Warfare 2 was the pivotal point. Like people played COD before then, but like Modern Warfare 2 was like you got people getting into COD because of that game, right?
I just hope that, and I think we are on that cusp of getting back to that era again because of how frustrated people have been with the games.
Yeah.
That they're just going to focus on making it fun again.
I would love, we've talked about this, but I would love to see multiplayer vote on maps again. That'd be so great.
There was just so many broken things in Modern Warfare 2, like tactical insertions. You were like able to drop it in your enemy's spawn. One-man army, just like infinite noob tubes, basically. Like there's just so many broken.
Bad.
I mean, even intervention sniping, like you could actually like quick scoping was crazy.
No scope 360s were that's where that was invented. Like, are you kidding me?
So it's just shit like that. But like none of that stuff ever like pissed me off when I played. Like it was just like either you did it and it was fun, or you were just like doing something else that was also fun.
Right. Well, and two, it's like it was just like it didn't feel like someone was cheating, really. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like we talked about this too recently, where like there's a difference between like taking advantage of these like glitches and such, and like actively having like aimbot and walls on. Like it's so different because you still have to have some skill. You know, when you're fucking quick scoping people, like that wasn't like easy.
Yeah.
Like it was a thing you could do, and it was like, what the fuck? Like when you do get killed by someone who's good at it, but like it still wasn't an easy thing to do. It wasn't like fucking aimbot. Like that's insane. So it definitely like still was fun, and you weren't like pissed off when you got killed by someone doing that. But
so I hope that they just make this fun. But yeah. The marketing materials released and it looks like classic Infinity Ward, and yeah, it should be. Hopefully this is a good sign.
I'd be interested if they do pull in some well, they totally will, right? They're gonna pull in some old maps from Modern Warfare 2. They have to, right? Because they even did they pulled Modern Warfare 2 maps into Modern Warfare. The shipwreck, was it?
Shipment, you mean?
No. Where you have the two warehouses on the side with the two broken planes in the middle, and the two warehouses on either side.
Oh,
is that shipwreck or what?
Shipyard?
Shipyard?
Like Scrapyard.
Scrapyard, I think. Yeah.
That was a Modern Warfare 2 map.
Yeah.
And Shipment, obviously, COD 4.
Yep.
Yeah. I hope we see Favela.
Favela would be sick.
Love Favela.
That was a good one. Man, that's some oof. Especially with nowadays like gameplay, that's gonna be intense. Like with all the corners, that's gonna be intense. That'd be a good one.
Yeah, I hope they make it fun again.
Yeah. Still want to get back on and play some more Caldera.
New season started yesterday, I think.
Okay.
So later on, mid-season, like middle of May, it is King Kong versus Godzilla, and it's expected that they will be fighting mid-map in Caldera.
That'd be sick.
King Kong is gonna come from like peak area, Godzilla from the ocean.
That'd be fucking sick.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Oh my gosh. I'm very interested if it'll just be... I'll be interested to see if they can harm you, or if it'll just be like a...
Yeah, I hope they can harm you, and then I hope they dynamically change the map.
Yeah. Oh, that would be nuts.
Like if there's some different scenarios, like, you know, in these three scenarios, King Kong is winning and the map changes in these ways. And
yeah,
these three scenarios, Godzilla is winning in the map changes in these 3 different scenarios.
Picture them like fire blasting the mountain, and so like the mountain takes a totally different shape.
Exactly.
That'd be crazy. Good gosh, yeah.
Who knows? I mean,
that seems like a lot of work for.
Yeah, we've been disappointed in so many updates, so I doubt any of that. But like, if it could happen, that would be amazing.
But at the same time, it's how I felt with like the Halloween Zombies event. Oof. I'm like, even just doing something will make me happy. Like, I just don't think they don't do like any events, and I think that they need to take a note from, God forbid, they need to take a note from Fortnite. And
speaking of,
events are popular, man. People love that shit.
I've thought about trying Fortnite for the first time.
Dude, I played once.
I know that right now,
2 kills.
Right now they have no build Fortnite.
Oh yes, now we're talking.
That's why I'm like,
now we're talking. Play. Yeah,
this is the old people's game.
Yes, here we go. God, they got people. They got like fucking tarantulas for hands.
I can't keep up with the.
No, they got like fucking tarantulas on their hands.
As someone who's never played, it's just not gonna.
No, it's too far. It's like it's like like going back and playing Counter-Strike. Like you can't do it because the people that are playing that game,
too good.
They haven't stopped playing and they're too good. Yeah, it's just impossible.
That's what I was like. I saw the no build mode and I was like, yo, we could hop on Fortnite now and have a good time. That'd be easy.
Down. In fact, might even be too good at it. I mean, I didn't even know how to build and I got 2 kills. So
what next? 3, 4 kills? Maybe?
Man, the sky's the limit. I may get 5.
Yeah.
I don't really want to talk about this beer.
But we have to. Domino's mix match deal.
That's good to know.
I don't know why I get Domino's.
I get a lot of bullshit emails. Oh, notifications.
Yeah,
that's even weirder.
I'm just too lazy to turn off notifications. So
well, and every now and then you're like, oh, that's a good deal. I should do that tonight.
I don't know if I've ever felt that way about Domino's, to be honest.
That makes sense for you.
I don't understand why one wouldn't get Little Caesars.
Domino's pretty good, dude.
So's Little Caesars.
Yeah. Domino's pretty good, though.
Little Caesars is definitely better than Domino's.
I don't know if I hold that same opinion.
It's just a fact.
Whenever they did their rebrand and like redid their recipe and shit, it actually worked. They actually did make it better.
Just like make your own pizza, though, you know.
Yeah, that's something that could happen.
It's pretty easy.
I know we keep talking about this, that you're curious to see if you give me a recipe, if I could faithfully recreate it, or if it is one of those things where you're like, nah, it still takes.
It just takes some time.
A little bit to. So how does this beer look?
Like an orange, hazy motherfucker.
Yeah, that's true.
Yours looks like sad, depressing, especially in the dark. It just looks.
I'm writing that. It does look sad and depressing. How does it smell?
Yeah, I'm gonna leave this one to you.
Even
like I could probably smell, but like
smells
like candy canes at Christmas.
Like cigarettes on a Tuesday night. Like even more depressing than it looks.
Smells wet and weedy. Smells like
Teen Spirit.
Smells like it smells like a hazy that it smells. So you ever wake up the next day after a party
Yes.
and you're like one of the first people up and you're hungover and you're cleaning it up and you're dumping a bunch of beers down the drain that weren't finished the night before. This is what that smells like.
This smells like orange L'Oreal shampoo.
That's weird. I don't get that, but
Well, of course you don't. You don't get anything other than that other accurate thing you just said.
Yeah. I just don't really get the shampoo part of it, to be honest.
I don't have to tell you, it's a little soapy.
Okay. Sure.
I don't.
It just smells like left out orange beer. It's gone bad. I don't know. It's kind of what it tastes like, to be fair, too.
A little bit. But then like it got left out a little too long, so something's growing in it, so it's like fucking funky.
Yeah,
like,
you've dealt with that before.
What's funky in here? Taste. I guess we're doing now tangerine.
Ready?
Haze-bro. I'm adding that to that. Haze-bro bread.
Pineapple cream. General meh. Meh.
It's pretty accurate. Feel. Disappointing.
Yeah. Like a lasting disappointment.
Critiques. Do better.
I don't know if that's a critique. It's kind of a...
We'll show up with that for thoughts instead.
Yeah.
Okay. Critiques.
Every part about this beer.
Every part about this beer
could be improved upon. Am I wrong?
I mean, if we're being specific, no, you're not wrong. Yeah. Okay, rating. Okay, I'm good.
I'm good.
3, 2, 1.
1.
1.5.
Where are you putting it?
I'm saying it's in the meh category. One above yours. And
you're
so,
2 above mine.
I was gonna say, so Levi, what category are you in?
Shit.
So Levi is in the category that he does not think this beer has any clear direction whatsoever. It is very, very not good. The only thing about
only redeeming quality
is that you will finish it. That's it.
The category above mine, which is bad, doesn't have a descriptor. Just kind of speaks for itself.
That's actually with an open parenthesis too. We didn't
just in
even
case
close
we wanted to add something.
Yeah,
but we didn't.
No.
And then your category is meh, and
mine is meh. And all we have written for that, also to be expanded upon, is lack of concept. So I originally was thinking, there's a concept here. And the more I drank, I'm like, I feel like how these brewers felt when they were making this. I don't really know what's going on right now. But I'm drinking it. And here we are. There's just... I feel like this is an adaptation of Off Color Brewing Company, and you just feel like
never go off color.
Exactly, and you just feel like it. No matter what it is, it could be tart and sour. I don't care what kind of beer. Oh, it's a stout. Well, let's just make a sour stout. It's delicious. There's just something. Just make a sour. Don't do a tart IPA. Just make your beer a fucking sour.
Yeah, if you're wanting to make a tart beer and you're like, it's got to be in the Contact trilogy, you didn't have to make it an IPA. You didn't even have to make it hazy, to my other point. Like,
you could have called this a Saison, and I would have been like, oh, yep, that's a Saison.
Like, well, I'm just saying, like, just because it's in the trilogy doesn't mean, like, a trilogy has to be the same type of beer. You can have a trilogy that goes, like, sour, IPA, porter. Like, you can do whatever. Like,
yep, absolutely.
Have a concept that, like, you can have a concept that transcends beer styles. Don't try to fit a beer style into, like,
don't force it.
Don't force it,
yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
And it's definitely forced on this one. 100% is forced.
Yeah, no, they like begrudgingly wrote IPA on this can.
I think it would have been a lot better if it wasn't hazy. I think it would have been even better if it wasn't an IPA. I think the concept is really... I think the concept was forced way too hard on this. Tried to go too experimental, and it just... I don't know. To me, like, if I'm thinking of a tart IPA, it's not this. So just based on that alone, I just don't think they're, like, I don't know. To me, it's like bad chef concept almost. Like, you shouldn't be a chef if you're thinking these things work, basically. Like, you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's you're a chef and you're putting paprika on a steak.
Yeah.
Fucking why? I don't know. I'm with you. I think although, like, I just don't like this flavor profile in general, I think if you do make this not a hazy, it would significantly improve it, actually. It seems unnecessary. And to your point, it all is just a little forced. Is really what's going on here.
And it's just not, like, literally from like all the senses thing, how I feel about it, how it sits with me, how it sits on my taste buds, how it smells, like everything. It's not pleasant.
What's the other?
It's just not good.
What's the third one?
The full contact.
Yeah. So I just
they have a hazy IPA, a double hazy IPA, and a tart IPA that's also hazy.
Why didn't you just be fucking normal and just do a triple IPA?
Yeah.
If you're so dead set on them all being IPAs, why didn't you just do, like, fucking normal, like, triple IPA? Like a hazy triple. I would probably hate that one a lot too, but it's a bit more like normal and not as forced as fucking tart IPA. Because even in this series, it just doesn't even make sense to me.
And it just, to me, it doesn't really need, like, the series doesn't need to even make sense from a beer perspective. It's like you're telling a story, or you're adding, like, in this case, it's like Psychonaut, like, probably like a little bit futuristic dystopian kind of thing going on. Maybe you're using experimental hops, or, like, there's a lot of things you can do to tell a story
it's not just beer. You're not just bound by beer style.
Yeah.
No, I 100% agree. Like I would love to see like a trilogy of beers, have similar things going on between like a lager, an IPA, and a stout. Say you use like the same hop varietals in like all three of those styles. Like that would be really cool. Like that would actually be really interesting because then you're like more or less showcasing, how different malts affect the beers and things like that. That'd be cool. I don't know. So all this to say, this is kind of why I changed my opinion on their concept. This just doesn't fit. It's odd. Doesn't make sense. And frankly, I just don't like it.
Oh yeah, I just don't. I think the direction's horrible. I think it's way too forced. I don't think it's good.
Nah.
It's kind of shit. Wouldn't get it again. Don't recommend it.
No.
I might even pour the last two out. I don't know.
You might. I will not drink them.
Give them to Jack.
There you go.
I don't even think he'll like this.
Probably not. I feel like Elizabeth might.
I don't know.
Maybe Renee will.
I'm just...
Have them both try one.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you don't like it? You can just dump it out.
It's kind of like... Maybe I'm just getting spicier in my old age.
You can ixnay the maybe, but I'm wondering what this has to do with the beer.
Because last weekend we were out at the bar, out at the pub, and I said, I swear I'm never drinking a beer from
Sig again.
Sig again.
Yeah, they are bad. That's a fair comment, I think. They just brew bad beer. My brother brought home some like strawberry fucking milkshake pale ale.
Yeah, speaking of strawberry and cream.
Yeah, no, it was that. And
try it?
Fuck no. He had Renee try it and she's like choked. She's like, that is bad. She's like, that's so bad. And she's like, how? Like, my brother liked it. She's like, how do you like this? She's like, I don't know. It's beer. I'm like, no, you're a psychopath. Don't even ask me. Don't even ask me if I want to try it.
Still hate to this day that he decided to work at Sig when he had so many opportunities.
I know. And of all the breweries, you go to the worst fucking place.
Maybe not the worst, but up there.
Sure, you're one step above Stinky Feet, but that's it.
Yeah.
Like I at least like Odd Otter has some good things going for it, even though I like generally don't love it.
Fit in there. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, you're working on Odd Otter? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Sure. Dystopian. All right. Yeah. Oh,
sounds boring.
Oh, okay. Right. I know. They have like 4 customers a week.
Yeah.
I do not like. Good for you guys. I have no idea how they stayed open through the pandemic.
Wow.
That blew my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, every single time we go, there's like a group or two other than us. And I say group very generously. It's like 2 to 3 people a group.
And you think we would get is people who go places and drink a lot. We would get some better service there, you know?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, no. And he started to like us because just because we liked board games. And you can tell like that was probably like a driving factor as to why that guy is there. I mean, hell, I don't know. Maybe he like partially owns the place. I don't know. But yeah, no, it's you could no matter what it was, you just felt like they didn't like you there.
Yeah, they didn't want you to be here.
They didn't really want you to be there.
But no one else is here, so.
Yeah, I don't like you're welcome for being here, really. So, I don't know.
No, I haven't really been back and
Not since Continuant was like, hey, let's leave work early, like 2 hours early, and we'll go to a brewery. And I was like, yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah. I don't even tell me the brewery. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go. I was gonna say I'd even go to SIG, but I don't know. I'd have to think about it at least.
Get there, you know.
I'd have to think about it. Yeah, and then you get there.
I would have to.
Ugh.
I would have to think about going there or not, because, like...
What are you going to order? Water?
Yeah, I swore I'd never drink a beer from them.
Jesus Christ. I would, and I say this bears weight, I would go to Narrows.
Yeah.
I would leave work 2 hours early, go to Narrows.
Yeah.
You could have the one IPA that's But outside of that, like, man. That place depresses me to this day because it has such a cool location and like a really cool building too. But their beer is just really not good.
Black Fleet? I don't know.
Yeah. No, because they do have that one beer that's like, it's deceptive, right? That one, is it the one IPA where you're like, this isn't good, but it's But anything other than that, you're having a horrible time.
Yeah.
Like even the IPA is not good, but you're like, I can drink this. I haven't had it in a long time. I had it once, and my opinion on it that one time was strong enough to not let me go back. So I guess that should speak for itself. I don't know.
It's
probably best not to think about.
Yeah.
But anyways, please feel free to do all the YouTube stuffs, do the likes and the comments and the subscribings, or don't do any of that. That's fine too. Live your fucking life. But you should check out our pint series because that's a lot of fun. We enjoy making it. It's just a lot of good stuff. We just go around for the most part to local Tacoma spots, typically breweries, and they're real quick videos, like 5 minutes or less most of the time, where we just kind of pick up a beer. We're like, hey, here's our thoughts on it, and then we're done with it. Get it if you want. Just kind of a cool thing that releases on Sunday. Kind of the idea behind that is you can watch that on Sunday and then go try the beer yourself that day. But yeah, as far as today, that's all we got.
And look out for next episode when we drink a beer that we enjoy.
Please.
Probably.
Hopefully.
Unless it's unrefined sugar.
In that case, that's also up in the air.
Yeah. I want to do something for that beer, though, so
I know, and that's why we haven't drank it yet.
Yeah.
The problem is we're getting to warm weather, and I feel like it's a cold weather beer, so you need to hurry up or wait.
No. See, that's the thing. It's not brown sugar anymore.
Yeah.
And that's what's caused me to go, I don't know what I want.
Yeah, all right. I'll take more.
Probably
questions.
still a warm weather beer or cold weather beer, but it's not like...
Right.
It's not brown sugar.
Right.
Unfortunately.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Anyways.
But everything else, I mean, both Bale Breakers, like I can pretty much bet my bank account on those being good.
Yeah.
Fishing Buddy, we know it's good.
Always.
Milo, trust me, we know it's good.
Yep, had a lot of that already.
And who else? I don't
we
know
have good beers in the lineup. Yeah. This is all we're saying.
This was the one that was like hanging out there that we were like, uh-oh. So we knew it was not going to be. And we didn't know it was going to be this bad, but I mean, it was not going to be good. So
it is what it is.
See you guys next time.